Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Becca and today I have my April book haul. Now, I have acquired 13 books in April, which is quite a lot for me recently. I've definitely calmed down with my book buying. And before you guys accuse me of breaking my book buying restrictions, I can assure you I have not. I only paid for 2 of these. So as you guys know, we normally split these down into sections of where I acquired them. So today I have 1 book I bought secondhand, 1 book I bought new, 3 library books, and 8 books that I acquired when my best friend Ryan did an unhaul. And spoiler alert, a lot of those are contemporary. Who am I? So as book hauls don't need much introduction, we're just going to hop right into it. And the book that I purchased secondhand this month was Born by Jeff Vandermeer. Now, I don't really know what this book is about, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't care to explain it to you, because Jeff Vandermeer is the author of Annihilation, which is one of the mind-fuckiest, cluster-fuckiest books that I have ever read. Jeff Vandermeer specializes in super mind-twisty sci-fi, and even though I have read the entire Southern Reach trilogy by him, I could not describe it. I've read the dust jacket of this about 3 times, and I still can't really summarize it. All I know is that it is another sci-fi, and it is probably going to be wild. The only book I bought new this month is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. You guys will probably know if you've seen any of my recent videos that I have been raving about Scythe. So this is the sequel, which is the 2nd book in the Arc of a Scythe series, and this series follows Citra and Rowan, who are apprentice scythes. This takes place in a world where humanity has conquered death, and the only way that you can die is if you are gleaned by a scythe. So because I loved Scythe so much, I gave it 5 stars and I was really blown away. I thought that I had pretty much seen everything there was to see in young adult dystopian, but this world just felt so unique that I Amazon primed myself the sequel as soon as I finished Scythe, even though I can't get to this until at least May because of my Bookopoly TBR and the magical readathon. Now for the library books, we're going to start them on a low point. I have Ancillary Sword by Anne Leckie. And some of you guys may be saying, why is this a low point? This is a really good book. That may be the case, but I went into the library, and the way that I peruse the library is that I generally go in with nothing much in mind unless I've occasionally reserved something, and any book that I recognise that I would not normally have bought, I will get out from the library. So I saw this, I saw the first word, Ancillary, I saw the author, and I took it. Even though I know that the first book in the series is Ancillary Justice and this is not Ancillary Justice. So yeah, I'm hauling this, but it's going back to the library on Tuesday because I can't read it. If you've been here with me on my channel for a while, you may wonder what the hell I was thinking, but I also got out from the library Always and Forever La Regine by Jenny Han. The first book in this series made my most disappointing books list of 2018, and the 2nd book made my worst books list of 2018. So you may be wondering what I'm doing with this, but I am nothing if not a completionist, and these books are really easy to read. They're really quick to fly through, even though pretty much every single character really irritates me. I only have 1 book to read in this series, so I will finish it. Obviously I don't want to pay for them, so when I saw this in my library, I thought, you know what? Now is the time. It's better to just get it over with and wrap up this trilogy. Another sequel to a book that I don't really like, and wow do we have a theme here, is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna Maguire. If you saw my mid-month April wrap-up, you will see that I have reread Every Heart a Doorway and I still don't really like it. However, I really can't pinpoint what it is exactly about that book that I just don't like. So I did say I would persevere and continue on through the series because each book kind of has a different theme. The first one takes place in Eleanor West's Home for Wayward Children, where children who have been to portal worlds and have returned can go to rehabilitate and come to terms with the fact that they may never go back to the place that they consider home. This book is a prequel that follows 2 of the main characters in Every Heart a Doorway in the portal world, so I'm assuming it's going to be a very different atmosphere and a very different vibe from the first book, which means that I may just like it. So I am willing to persevere as these books are very short, and if I don't like it, see if I can figure out what it is about these books that I don't exactly like. So now we are on to the books that Ryan unhauled. The first one is What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. He has like 10 copies of this, so he just gave me one. But this is a young adult contemporary with a male-male romance, and it follows 2 boys who meet at a post office and they hit it off and decide to go on a date. From what I can gather from other people's reviews, I don't think that their dates are exactly successful, and they think that it might be fate or destiny, or maybe they're just not compatible, and that's why it's called What If It's Us. Not sure what I'm gonna think about this because I don't love Becky Albertalli, but I do like Adam Silvera. So this one could go either way. Now, this is a book that's been on my Goodreads TBR for years and I still really want to read it, and that is The Next Together by Lauren James. This is the first book in, I'm not sure if it's a duology or a trilogy, but I know that there's at least 2 books and novellas. But this follows one of my favorite things and one of the things that just hurts my brain to think about. So we have 2 characters in this. They fall in love, they are tragically separated, and then they are reborn. And then the same thing happens again, and they're reborn, and the same thing happens again, seemingly throughout eternity. I'm assuming that they're trying to break that loop, but the thought of parallel lives and reincarnation and all that stuff just really twists my brain, and I'm super interested in it, so I've been really hyped to read this for a very long time. I just didn't own it and I was in no hurry to buy it, but now I got it and I'm excited to read it. The next 2 were really popular a couple of years back and they kind of go together, so I'll show them you together. But I have My True Love Gave to Me and Summer Days and Summer Nights. These are 2 young adult anthologies curated by Stephanie Perkins with authors such as Holly Black, Ali Carter, Gail Forman, Lee Bardugo, and this one focuses on summer and this one's Christmas. So I'm excited to read these in their respective seasons. I don't love short stories or anthologies, but I've really liked the idea of reading these for the respective seasons and then the other kind of young adult anthologies. So we'll see how I get on with them, and you can look forward to me picking this up next summer. Also, I may not love contemporary or short stories, but these editions are just beautiful. I also have a duology, and that is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares and The 12 Days of Dash and Lily. This one's like a short Christmas one, but I think this follows 2 people, Dash and Lily, and one of them leaves a list of dares in a bookshop and the other one finds it, and then they keep going back to the bookshop to see what dare they've been left and go complete them. I intended to read Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist for the last Contemporary-a-thon and I didn't get to it, but I read the first chapter and I really like the writing style, and these are by the same author, so I'm interested in getting to these soon. The next 2 I don't really know a lot about, but I have my reasons for asking for them. And the first one is The Disreputable History of Frankie Lando Banks. I believe that this is more of a contemporary than a thriller. I've read Genuine Fraud and We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, but I think that she only started to write thrillers when she was writing We Were Liars. So I think that this may be just a standard contemporary, but I've liked E. Lockhart's stories. I find them really quick to get through and have great twists. So I'm hoping I will like this one. And the last one I know J.D. Ray Reeves really loves, and that is Ink by Alice Broadway. And this takes place in a world where everything you do in your life is inked on your skin, and then I think your skin is left behind when you die. And it's a young adult fantasy, and that is pretty much all I know about this one. Okay, so my camera battery is flashing at me, so I best hurry up wrapping this up. But those are all of the books that I have hauled in April. Please let me know if you have read any of these and what you thought. Please also don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you want to. If you head to my description box, you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish body butter and candle website, the Instagram for that, and a 10% off discount code. But that's it from me today. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you'll go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.